And I just want to welcome you all to part 2 of navigating your division dashboard. This one is a little bit different from part 1 in that it's just a little bit more involved in the process of adding links to your division website. It involves a different process than adding those PDFs that I showed you before. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen and get rid of that. Okay, now hopefully you see the note-taking guide over on the right-hand side. I'm going to scroll up to the top, and then on the left, and Marilyn, I'm counting on you. If you're not seeing what I'm seeing, you got to let me know.
Okay.
I just never know. Okay, now in part 1, I emphasized this support and training page. So for the benefit of those who may not have attended part 1, on your division website, and this is my Division 33 website, but they all look the same basically. This resources link up on the blue menu bar at the top, that is your go-to place if you're a division web manager, or if you want to learn some of the techniques that I'm going to be talking about today and that I covered last week. You go to this support and training button.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I heard that. Please mute your microphone. Okay. Once you get to the support and training page, up here, these are some informational videos. There is a PowerPoint presentation. You can actually download those slides and view them if you want to. But I would suggest viewing these videos, part 1 and part 2, on how to customize your division website. If you need help in uploading a newsletter, or adding to your leaders list, or adding photos to the photo carousel, you can always click on the handouts, either a detailed one or a concise one. The detailed has images on it. You can view the video, or you can do both, print out the how-to and then watch the video. But this is really the page for division web managers, people who are updating the web page. So I strongly urge you to make that resource page your best friend. That's your best friend and your go-to place. So that's box number 1 here. Okay, now as far as copying and pasting URLs, some people, and I know that some of you already know how to do this, but again, this is a training, so I'm going to cover some of the basics here. Actually, I need to go and pull up my division website again. So copying and pasting, after you've done it a couple times, it actually becomes pretty easy. To copy, you're going to follow basically one of these patterns here that you see on your note-taking guide. And I'm going to illustrate it on my computer here so you can see. So say I would like to link my web page right here, my division web page, and I want to share a link to my web page with, I want to put it in an email, or I want to put it in a document. Okay, so as it says here, I tend to use my mouse, but I'm going to show you other ways, or talk about other ways. So I can take my mouse, and you can see my cursor here, and I'm simply going to highlight those words up there in the address bar. Okay, I'm going to highlight the URL. All right, then, or if you don't use a mouse on your PC, you press the control button, which is on your keyboard, usually in the lower left, and the letter C. So you press Control and C, and then that will copy this URL up here. If you're using a Mac, you're going to press Command, which is also usually, I believe, in the lower left, Command and the letter C on your keyboard, and that will copy this link. Now, if I'm using my mouse, I'm going to right click. So after I copy this, I'm going to right click on my mouse, and I just go down to copy. Now, it goes to your invisible clipboard. All right. So people say, I don't know where it is. It says that I copied it. Well, now I'm going to go over here and click on my destination. You can open an email and click in the body of the email. Now I'm going to follow these directions. If I'm using my mouse, which I am, I'm going to right click and see where it says paste options. I'm going to paste. Click this clipboard and there it is. Now it's not blue yet, which means that it's not activated. So I'm just going to press the enter key or the return key on my keyboard. To paste using your keyboard, you press that control P or that control button plus the letter V as in Victor. On a Mac, you're going to press Command and V to paste that URL. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of magic here. Okay, say for instance, I would like to share the PDF that I created of all of our division members. I want to share this. I want to post a link somewhere, maybe even on my division website. I want to post it under photos. Once again, I'm going to go up to the URL up here, the web address, and I'm going to highlight it. I can either, all I have to do typically is drag it, or I can click on it. Again, I'm going to right click my mouse or Control C or Command C to copy it. I'm going to go over here to my destination. I make sure I've clicked my mouse on my destination or tapped using my touchpad. And I'm going to right click and paste where it says paste options, paste, or Control V or Command V. And then I'm going to press my enter key to activate it. That's all there is to copying and pasting a URL. Okay, so it's just practicing this. Okay, I need you to mute your microphones if you would, and I would appreciate that because I'm hearing some background noise here. Okay, so let me go back to home on my division website. I'm going to go down to, so that's box 2. I'm going to go down to number 3 right here. So where to find these URLs, okay? And just so you know, a URL, that acronym is short for Uniform Resource Locator. You don't need to remember that, but just no, basically it's a web address. That's what a URL is. So up here, this is a web address. It's a URL. Okay, but when I copy and paste this, see this little blue underline thing? That's the link because it's taking me from one destination to the other. Okay, it's linking this document to this web page over here. So there's a little bit of difference between a URL and a link, although people use them interchangeably. Okay, so for your division website, where are you going to find these links to put on your division website? Well, here are some suggestions, and I'm going to take you. So you could actually go to the CalRTA state webpage, and you might say, well, gee, we have advocacy action right here. I'm going to click on that, and I want to actually link my advocacy action page on CalRTA and post that link on my division website under the advocacy heading. So I'm going to click. Okay, all I would have to do is, again, do my copy, Control C, Command C, or right click, go over here and paste it. There it is. Okay, there it is. So you can see when I hover over it, you'll see that little message up there. That means that it's an active link now. Okay, so you can take something from the CalRTA webpage. I can take a PDF from the state CalRTA website. So perhaps perhaps I want to, and this comes from just one of the main links on the front of the CalRTA website, so it's public. People can access this without logging in. So say I want to post the legislative highlights, a PDF. I just want to grab the link or the URL for the PDF. So I can just click on it, or I can drag it and highlight it, copy it again. I can go over here to my destination and I can paste it. There it is. Okay, I can, let me slide this over just a bit. I can go to CalRTA's YouTube channel. Let's try this again. Sometimes I have to click it a couple times. So if I go to the YouTube channel, you can link any of these YouTubes and put them on your division website. So say I want to link this short little video with Jennifer Baker. I could just actually, there are two ways that you can do this. I can right click on the image and see where it says copy link. I can copy the link. It's on my clipboard. I can go over here. Whoops. Oops. Sorry about that. I have to go down to the next line. Okay. I can click here and paste that link. And there's the YouTube video. Okay. Now, if I want, there's another way to do that, and I'm going to show you how to do a video a little later. There's a second step. So I could do a YouTube video. I can go to an outside website. Like maybe I want to post something about new boosters that have come out. I can go to the COVID-19 California site, copy and paste that. I can go to an online newspaper. For instance, the Hemet and San Jacinto Chronicle is very good about posting articles that we submit. And if I go, here are all the articles that the newspaper has printed. Maybe I want to link that article on my division website. So here's an article on our local scholarship recipients. It's pretty long. All I have to do, again, is go up to the URL and highlight it, copy it, and paste it in my destination. And I'm going to show you how to do that on your on the dashboard, obviously. So that's an online newspaper. If you do an online newspaper, it's perhaps in the title that you create for that link that you're going to add. Give credit to the newspaper. Say Hemet San Jacinto Chronicle, you know, October 2022. Give credit to the newspaper. It's good to do that. And you can also, if you have a Google Drive, this is my Google Division 33 Drive, because I have a Google Gmail account for my Division 33. You get to your Google Drive by clicking that waffle, what I call it, up in the upper right-hand corner. You can go to your drive that way. You can link something from your drive, a document your drive, by simply right-clicking on it and clicking share, where you can open the document. Could be CalRTA minutes. And then you click this share button. That's not supposed to come up. Okay. And you're going to go down to the bottom here, and you can, but you have to change this. If you go onto Google, by the way, and get something from your drive, where it says right here, general access, anyone with the link, if you, it has to say anyone with the link, and make sure it says viewer. So anyone with the link can view the document. They can't change it. If you click editor, they're going to go in and edit your document. Copy the link. That's all you have to do. And then you can get out of it and paste that. So those are places where you can find these URLs to copy and paste into your division website. So there are 5 categories, and I'm going to click out of this. 5 categories on the dashboard where you can add these URLs. So what kinds of links might you add to these 5 categories? So these were live links right here. So this links you to the Division 43 page. So let's take a look at some of these items here on Division 43. Okay, so this pulls up their division website, and I'm going to minimize the screen a little bit. Okay, so photos. What has Division 43 put in their photos? So when you click on that photos link, and it's not the same as that carousel, that rotating carousel. So if you scroll down here, some of these, see all these blue items, those are active links, and they're going to lead to either, they're going to lead to a PDF or a photo, one or the two. So here is, for instance, a picture of their whole board. Okay. You can click out of that. They've got another link here of some activities that notice that it's just copied, photos copied and pasted onto a document. And that's been added. So, you know, if you go to, and I shouldn't have clicked out of Division 43, I'll bring it back. But photos can be any photos of your membership meetings, of your luncheons, of any activities that you've gone to. You can put your scholarships and grant winners in the photos and your, you know, if you want to, or you can keep those for, you know, your scholarship and grant file. So let's take a look at the scholarship and grants and see what Division 43 has posted there. And the reason I gave those links to you to Division 33 and 43 is just so you can get an idea of the kinds of things that are posted. So notice that they've got teacher grant winners, and these are very creative. Marilyn and her grandson have done a lot of these, created these. And I've got to move that. Scholarship winners with some bios next to them. Okay, so those are the kinds of things that you might put in scholarship on the scholarship page. On the resources page, this link here to resources is predominantly made up of links to outside web pages. As you can see, staying safe online and off. This one is CalSTRS, food in need distribution, County Office on Aging. So these are basically links to web pages outside of CalRTA. I don't know why this is so slow loading. Okay.
It's always slow.
I know. So here's a Riverside County website. And these are just resources that retirees or retired educators might be interested in. So those are the kinds of URLs or links that you might want to add. Now the advocacy page is not on that blue bar up at the top. So it's down here in the lower right-hand corner. Now, these 2 links right here are added by CalRTA, and they're on everybody's division webpage. But when you click View More, you can see items that divisions have added. Every bullet here that you see those have all been added to every division website by CalRTA. Okay, but these 2 up here have been added by Marilyn, put those in, okay, for Division 43. So it's simply an advocacy link. So this goes to Alliance for Retired Americans, and it talks about you know, bills and laws that affect retirees or retired educators. So she decided to put that in. So you can choose what goes here. So she has added 2 of them here, or yeah, 2 of them up here. So that's advocacy. Now the resources is up here at the top. We went in there, it contains more than that support and training page. So when you click on resources, all of these links here, these are simply, again, websites that, oh, I'm sorry, I wanted to go to updates, pardon me, updates. I already did resources. So the updates page is designed for items that periodically need updating or that go out of date and you need to add something new to update it. So think of that way. So here's a volunteer hours form. Their bylaws have been recently updated and approved in March. So she's added those in. Marilyn has added those in. Standing rules, meeting minutes that are updated after every meeting. So anything that needs updating, or you get a new version of something that comes out, you can put that in your updates. Okay, so that's kind of a rundown of the kinds of things, and I kind of explained them here as well. So those are the kinds of links or URLs that you want to add to your division website. Now, right here, I already showed this. This is basically for you. It shows you here are the categories where you can add links. And this is where they are on your division website. Okay, time for questions. Covered a lot pretty quickly there. Marilyn, any questions?
I haven't seen any hands, although I may have missed somebody. Jim wanted to know if you could show how to link the demystifying retirement link that's now on the CalRTA webpage to something.
Okay, I need to go to the webpage first of all. So let's.
And where is it, Jim, in pre-retirement?
Yeah, probably from the pre-retirement box. Okay, here it is, pre-retirement box. Okay, and it would be, is this one, is this it? I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the one.
Okay, do you want the informational flyer? Well, okay, both of these are links. So I could link this flyer if I wanted to. All I would have to do is open it and then click on that or highlight it, drag and highlight it, copy it, Control C, Command C, and then paste it wherever I want. Okay, so there's that retirement. Whoops. If I wanted to post the link to register, let me go back here, pre-retirement workshops, click on that. Scroll down, see where it says register online. This is the link to the registration form. And you could just take this link up here, and that's probably the best way to do it. You can click on that right there. And again, you could copy that and paste it if you wanted to share that. There are other ways to share a Google form, but I haven't gotten into that yet. So, okay, hopefully that helps. Other questions?
Jeff asked about naming the different links, and that happens when you add a link. And
Yeah.
I think we're going to show them when you get to that point where
Yeah.
you add the link, and then you put your own title in there.
Yeah, I'm going to show you that in box 8. Okay, so we're getting close. Okay, other questions?
I didn't see any.
Okay, there's 4 in the chat. Have we addressed all those?
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and log into the dashboard. And so I need to open up and go to google.com. So I'm just going to click up here And as you can see in this box right here on your note-taking guide, box number 5, you're going to type in DIV and then your division number .calrta.org, and then you're going to do that backslash, okay, / WP-admin. Okay, so you're going to follow that. The 101, of course, you remove that and put your own division number in. And that's going to take you to this login form in box 6. Okay, this is your CalRTA login. This is going to be your membership number. The password is always your last name in all lowercase, all lowercase. Okay, you can always click this box, remember me, and then you don't have to keep looking up your login information. A lot of people lose that information. So log in. Takes a second, and we're going to get to the dashboard. Okay, and I'm going to make this just a tad smaller and stretch this out. Okay, so you see the dashboard over here. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to add a single photo. A single photo by itself, not copied and pasted onto a document or anything, just a single photo. And to do that, you have to go through the old way that I showed you on last week. You have to use that media, add media. So I have a photo right here, okay? And I'm going to add it. So I need to open my dashboard as I showed you, and I'm going to media, and I'm going to add a new piece of media. Usually media refers to PDFs, but in this case, media is your photo as well. Now, as I showed you before, you can click select files and you can go find your photo wherever you saved it on your computer. You know me, I love my dashboard because look how easy. Remember, you can minimize your screen this way. Now all I have to do is drag this by holding down my mouse and drop it. It's loading right here. It says it's 100% loaded up. Okay, so I dragged and dropped it. Now I want to go to the library right here. It's under the word media. Go to the library to make sure that it's there. Okay. It should appear right here. I loaded it earlier today, so that's why you see another one. But this, anything that you add new is in that upper left-hand corner. So now it says here to click on the image. So I'm going to click on the image. Okay. And now I'm going to name the photo right here. So I'm going to put wrong spot, goes down here to title. My apologies. So area 9 fall conference 2022. Okay, I can do a caption. So okay, and I'll show you where that caption shows up. Now, this is something that neither Marilyn or I had actually really, done anything with before, but I highlighted it here. Copy URL to clipboard. It's this button right here. You're going to copy it. See, it says copy. Okay. Now I'm going to X out of this. Okay, click the X. Don't click this one up here. Click the one that goes with the dashboard. Now I'm going to go over here, add URL to photos page. Click on that. And I'm going to get a box that looks like the box that you have in box number 8 on your note-taking guide. The link address goes in the bottom box. So I'm going to paste it. Control V, Command V, or right click on my mouse and paste it. So that's the URL for my image. Okay, now I'm going to add a title. And again, Area 9 Fall Conference. Okay, and I'm going to click this update button, following these directions. By the way, don't put any extra added, you can only use A through E and numerals 0 through 9. Otherwise, you're going to get some strange looking characters in your title. I'm going to click update. Okay, now I want to check box 9 to see if it is in my photos. So I'm going to visit my site by going up here. Let me go to photos. Remember, it's not the photo carousel. That's very different. Photos. Area 9 Fall Conference. Now, as you can see, remember when I added that caption? When you add that photo by itself like that, using the link, captions don't show up. Okay. If you add photos using a PDF, you've copied and pasted photos, you can put a caption. Okay, and let me show you that on here. See down here, right here. Here's what the caption looks like. It's in gray, right under the link to Earth Day here. Okay, so go ahead and we're ready for more questions.
I don't see any. I think people were taking a lot of notes. I don't see any hands.
Yeah, if you need to raise your hand, you go down to the icon on the bottom and you click the happy face guy and you click on that bar that says raise hand, and you can raise your hand that way if you need to. So we're good with uploading a single photo. Chances of you doing that are pretty slim. If you're going to add photos, you might as well add a number of photos and put them on a PDF, okay? So that's why I highlighted this. Usually when you're adding photos, you're adding multiple photos on a PDF using the strategy that I talked about last week. Okay. All right, still no questions. I'm going to go ahead then and move ahead. Now, adding a URL to a photos page. So if it's usually a PDF with multiple folders or multiple photos on it, then, why use the URL? Well, say I want to go into, say you have a Google account and you have Gmail and you have Google Photos and you have maybe, well, let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to go to, well, it wasn't supposed to be my personal website, but say I want to take this image and I want to copy the URL and I want to put this on my division website. Okay, so I can right click on it if I want to, and I can just go to copy link. All right, so I can right click, copy link, and then go and paste it. Okay, Control V into, well, let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to go to my dashboard and I'm going to put that under in my advocacy. So I'm going to go down here to advocacy because that one has to do with advocacy. Once again, I'm going to paste it in the bottom box. Paste. And what do I want to call it?
We did it.
Bills signed. Oh, I could do, yeah, we did it. But I can't put an exclamation mark. I'll show you what it looks like.
That's true.
I'll show you what it looks like. It'll probably have some weird looking characters on it. So I'm going to go now to my website. I'm going to go down. Remember, advocacy is down here and it should be under the view more. There it is. Oh, look at
It
Marilyn.
worked.
Oh my gosh.
Very
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, it proved us wrong. But there you go. I could click on that and it takes me to the image. Okay. So I can grab something from my Google Photos. Now, over here, I have some albums. So here is the album for the last convention. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of photos from the last convention. Maybe I want to share that entire photo folder from my Google Photos. You do that by going up to this little sideways triangle image up here where it says share. I can share that, ignore all of this stuff and go down here to copy link. Copy link. Okay. Notice it says, let anyone with the link see photos and people in this album. Okay, I'm good with that. Copy. Now I can go back to my dashboard. Let me go to my dashboard by looking at the black bar up here. Okay, and I'm going to post this in my photos section right here, photos, obviously. Okay, goes in the bottom box, remember, bottom box for the URL. And this is going to be 2022 convention photos. Click update. I'm going to go make sure it's there. Go back up here, visit the site. I'm going to go to photos. There it is, convention photos. And double check, make sure. There they are. So if anybody wants to see those, they can see them. Okay, so that's Google sharing a single Google photo. And again, you're going to use that little sideways triangle thing, pyramid thing, Google Photos. Now you can also add a YouTube video. And let me go to that again, because I only showed you one way before. So you can go to a CalRTA YouTube video like I did before. And I think the first time around, I did a right click, copy link. I think that's the easiest way. But you can also click on the actual, okay, you can pull up the video, and obviously this one has the ads coming before it, but you scroll down and beneath the YouTube video, you're going to see this share, click share. There is the link right there that you can copy. And all you have to do is click this copy. All right. X out of this. So once again, share, copy, exit. Now I can go and add that into my photos category by going to my photos right here. I'm going to add the URL to my photos. It's a video. I could put this one in advocacy as well, because it's obviously Jennifer. Let's put it in advocacy down here because it's Jennifer Baker. Okay, here's advocacy. See, it says right there, advocacy page. Link goes in the bottom. And I'm just going to put update. You'd obviously give it a better title. Click this update button. Double check, make sure it's there. I go down. Remember, advocacy is not on that toolbar up there or that menu bar. Double check. There it is. Update. I can click on that. Anybody can click on that. Remember, it's a public site. Okay. And there's a video. Okay. So you can copy and paste videos from YouTube. You could even go in and grab the convention photos which used to be on Flickr up here. There haven't been any photos added since 2019, but you could go to the convention and delegate assembly page, which is on the members page. You could scroll down here, see where it says website gallery. You could go right here to this link. This is where all the photos are located. And okay, here's all the photos. And all you have to do is click right up here. And again, grab that link. I'm not going to do it, but grab the link by, copy as we've done before, and go and paste that into the bottom box. Okay. And give it a title and upload that to your photos, So that's, those are some ideas for multiple photos. Okay. And pasting it in here and saving it to your division website. So I've covered all of that. Number 12 is, checking to make sure it's been uploaded, returning to the dashboard. Okay, right up here on the left. So I'm going to stop there. I know I don't have a question bar at that point. Marilyn, do we have any questions?
I haven't seen any, no. And okay, here's
Okay.
when you're talking about sharing YouTube videos, are these only videos on the CalRTA website or other videos?
You can share any video that you want as long as you can get the URL or the link to it. Okay, so for instance, I have a YouTube channel. I have my own YouTube channel, which is where I record basically all of, my short tutorials and things like that. So if I wanted to grab something from, my YouTube channel, I can do that. These are all my tutorial videos and stuff that I've recorded. I can go in there and get a shareable link from there. Or, if you find a video, if you go on to just general video YouTube station, yeah, you can, let me see, I'm trying to think of, let me go to just regular YouTube. Okay, I could go to YouTube and say I wanted to grab this Mozart one. Again, I can click on that if I want to. Okay, and there's my share button. I'm not seeing the share on that. Now I could grab the URL for that.
Yeah, you can get it from the top of the screen.
Just go right up here. That's the other way of doing it. You can just grab the URL. So if you're on YouTube, and again, you just highlight it and copy, paste. So yeah, I mean, if you have access to a video that's posted elsewhere, yeah, you can post that. Okay, other questions?
Okay, we're going into this. Jeff asks, how do I delete the links?
Okay, I'm going to get to that in just a second. I want to again show you a couple other things. Now over here, because a lot of you have scholarships and grants with your division. So let me show you my linking of that online newspaper article. Okay, that Chronicle. Remember how I went into CalRTA and it pulls up pretty much all my CalRTA articles. So say I want to link that entire page. I don't know whether it would let me link the entire page, but say I want to, well, that would be just this article. So let's see if I can get to that one. Copy that URL. Now I've got to go back to my, I clicked out of that by mistake. My apologies. Okay. I want to add that to scholarships right here, scholarships page. Goes in the bottom box. Paste it. Okay, remember I want to give credit where I found it, Hemet San Jacinto Chronicle. Update that. Always double check. I'm gonna go to scholarships. Let's see if this one works. Sometimes it doesn't. Oh, it did. Okay. So there's my article. Okay.
One thing to be careful about with newspaper links to articles in newspapers, is that sometimes they break, sometimes they just disappear.
Yeah.
So if you're adding these anywhere, whether it's in a newsletter or on your website, you really need to double check those every once in a while, like every 4 months or 6 months or something.
Yeah. And, start at the bottom and work your way up. These are the oldest posts down here. So, do I really need something from 2019? And, you want to keep within 2 years, items for 2 years. After that, I would start deleting those. So I'm going to get to that in just a second because we're running out of time here. So scholarship page is actually usually a PDF with photos or a PDF with an article on it. Yes, you can add a Google photo or whatever, but it's usually a PDF with multiple photos on it. Your resources page is mostly website URLs, and I made sure that I showed you that before. So most of what you're going to post here are going to be links to outside websites. And I showed you how to grab those links and paste them in. Even the CalRTA page, like a pre-retirement workshop. And your advocacy is mostly, again, website URLs. A lot of that is going to be either from the CalRTA website, the advocacy pages, or maybe a link to the California State Assembly. Say you want to grab this link right here. You want to post that under your advocacy. You can do that. YouTube videos, as I said, the ones that are recorded by Susie Dixon and Jennifer Baker, you can grab those links and put those under advocacy. And under updates, these two are usually PDFs. Some of them are links to folders in a Google Drive, like I showed you, that might hold your minutes, treasurer's reports, bylaws, and things like that. But the process is the same. It's the copying of the URL and the pasting. Now, to get to Jeff's question, to delete a URL from your dashboard, this is how you're going to do that. Okay, so you need to go back into your dashboard. So I'm in my dashboard here. I got to click on this though to return to it. And as it shows here, you say I want to delete, I'm going to delete an old photo that I've posted that I don't need anymore. So the older ones are at the bottom, okay? And I've got to move a menu here. Okay, so this is, I want to delete this down here. Okay, so as it says here, you locate the box that contains the link that you want to delete. Over here, there's that little box that says delete link. Okay, and it's here on the page, delete link. And all you have to do is click the update button right here, update. That's going to remove the link. Okay, that's a pretty easy process. I showed how to delete PDFs. That's a different process. So this is deleting links. So say I want to delete a link from my scholarship page, go way down here. This goes back to 2020. If I want to delete this, I can click that delete link box and click update. So the older ones are at the bottom of the list, the older ones. And maybe you post something by mistake, you know, and it's up here somewhere. You post this and you go, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to post that. I don't want that there. Or I messed up something. You can always go in and delete it. Just click the delete link and then click this update button. Any update button that you see will work. Okay. All righty. We have about 8 minutes left. Any questions that I need to show you something?
There's a question. To post a newspaper article, well, it's a comment more. I would copy and paste it into a PDF rather than linking the newspaper itself. Yes, you can do that if you're including it within an article, but if you want to direct people to the exact article, that's when you would use this format here and actually add a link.
And yes, and copying and pasting the full article, once again, anytime you do that where you copy a full article from a newspaper website, you must give credit from where it came from. So the full title of the newspaper article, who wrote the article if it was somebody other than you. I mean, you could put your own name in there as well. And the date, just like, you know, back in school times where we had to make sure that, you know, we were, you know, doing those resources correctly and giving credit where credit is due. So you've got to do that if you're copying and pasting a full article onto a PDF and then posting it, okay, without credit. You don't want to do that. You got to make sure you give credit. Okay. Any other questions or things that I need to repeat or show? A lot of this was repetition because it's the same process.
Jim said to be careful about making sure, and I've noticed myself doing this, when I take the URL and copy it directly from whatever web page I'm on, if I use the right click and copy, then it's fine. But if I'm highlighting and pick up an extra space at the end,
Yes,
it's not going to be right. And you have to watch that also in wherever you're posting it, to make sure
that you grab the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
right.
no more. So like this one up here ends with PHP. If you somehow add an extra space in there, it's not going to copy accurately. It's got to be exactly whatever the web address is. So make sure that you go all the way to the end to grab it. Okay. My computer, all I have to do is click there and it highlights the whole thing, even the part that I can't see, it highlights. So it just depends on the device you're using.
Another thing I've done for that purpose is to, if it doesn't highlight the whole thing, is to click somewhere in the middle of the URL and then use Control or Command A. It'll select the whole URL without adding any space at the end.
I didn't know that. Just learn another one. I just tried that. Marilyn, you're just filled with all sorts of things. See, my cursor is right in the middle, right there. Okay, Control A. That's so cool. Okay.
That's such a neat thing. I love Control A.
I just love learning all these new little things. So, okay, that's it for today, folks. I know that, okay, Pat, do you have a question? Oh, okay. I hope that this was pretty clear, clearer than mud, I hope. I know that and once again, it's just practicing, and it's lots of repetition. Copy, paste. I hope the note guide helps. I am recording this. You're going to get the link to this video if you want to watch it again. You're going to get the link to the video, and you have your note-taking guide. So, just practice makes perfect, you guys. Just doing it over and over again until you get it down. So let me see, I think I saw a chat question. Did something just come in chat?
Mary Dixon is asking about rolling photographs again, the carousel. I don't know if it'd be worth it to do a short or maybe a PowerPoint or something to show people, but there's a video and there are directions there on the DWM communication form.
Yeah, so if you need, we've done mostly, we've done tutorials and workshops and things like that for most of those skills. If you have questions, what we'll do is we'll send a link to the short tutorial on how to add or remove photos from your photo carousel. We'll just give you the link to that tutorial so you can kind of view that, or a how-to sheet. Okay, Marilyn, go ahead.
Karen Linder asks if she can get the link to the video and the handout for session 1.
I will, when I think what I'll do is I'll send the link to both videos and the handout for both videos or for both tutorials. I'll send it to people who attended or signed up for part 1 and part 2. So you're going to get everything. You'll get everything. Okay. Just, and if you don't need it, just toss it. Okay. But I'll make sure that you all get whatever you need. So any other questions for the good of the order? You're welcome to unmute yourself if you'd like. As always, good questions. You're a good audience. I hope that this has been helpful. Let us know. You can always go to questions4calrta@gmail.com. Oh, Anita, yeah, you have a question. Go ahead.
Because we have a captive audience, I wanted you to address the bloat issue.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Thank you for addressing the bloat issue. And that doesn't mean that we're all bloated and getting fat, but so I showed you in part 1 how to delete PDFs, old PDF documents and stuff on your website. And today I showed you at the bottom of your note-taking guide how to delete links. Okay? And again, there are 2 different processes. CalRTA, the state website, and our division websites especially, we're suffering from literally a bloat issue. We have so much old, ancient content on our division website, on the dashboard. Old PDFs, old photos from 2015, 2014, whatever, old, back to when we set up the web page. We need to get rid of the ones that we are not needing or people don't really need to see anymore. Okay, so go into your dashboard. Okay, go into your dashboard and open up your PDFs. Take a look at your library and scroll through to the ones that are at the very bottom of your library. You might even have a second page to your library. Marilyn does, I don't. But if you have a second page, that means you have a lot of really old stuff.
Yeah.
But you want to go in there, you click on that document in the library, and in that lower right-hand corner, it says delete permanently. Okay, but please go in and try to clean up some of that old stuff. Okay, we need to get rid of it. Go ahead, Jim.
One last plea about the pre-retirement workshop. That is open to anybody, anywhere in the state. It is not just for Division A or Division B or Area A or Area B. Help us get the word out. I don't know that we've ever done this before, to do a pre-retirement workshop that is available to anybody, anywhere in the state. So you know where to get the information. People can click on it and sit in on it. Please share it. This is a new experiment for us.
Thank you. Thank you for that plug. And thank you all for being a wonderful audience this morning. I always appreciate having you and your willingness to learn new stuff. So go out and practice, practice, practice. If you have questions, contact me, Marilyn, or questions for CalRTA@gmail.com. You all have a wonderful week and stay safe and healthy, okay?
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you, Marilyn.
Thank you, Marilyn.
Okay.
you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. Ciao.